Hi there. Well, we finally reached our first banned book. Banned book. Um, I love this book. Okay, I'm not sure I like the. I'm not sure I like the final outcome of it. Exceedingly realistic outcome, but I don't. I really kind of wish they had ended a slightly different way. On the other, I have a lot of different ideas on that, but we're not going to discuss the ending because I want people to read this book. I want people to think about it, and I want people to really try to understand what the book is saying. So anyway, the Chocolate War. What is this book about? Well, it's actually I got a very simple plot to it. Every year, a school where the main character Jerry goes um, holds a sale of boxes of chocolates to raise money for the school. It just so happens this year there's a new headmaster of the school that wants to. He's only a temporary headmaster. He wants to become the permanent one, so he wants this to be a big success. So he needs everybody to sell a lot of boxes, like 50 boxes of chocolates. Um, when it comes time for the kids to accept their boxes, and it's just assumed every kid will say yes because every other year every kid says yes to it. The main character Jerry says no, he won't sell these boxes. And it's allowed. He's looked down on. He's kind of made fun of. They keep on asking him to sell the boxes. He keeps on saying no, that he won't. He keeps on refusing. And it causes a escalation of problems between Jerry and the leaders of the school, the other kids at the school, and spills out across the rest of Jerry's life, even to his father, his family, and it starts to infect the other kids. Other kids start saying, "We don't want to sell. We'll sell 25 boxes, but we won't sell all 50, or we're not going to sell any more boxes," and that kind of stuff. And it starts a multi-pronged battle between Jerry, the kids that aren't selling, the administration of the school, and a unofficial enforcement club of kids that the administration uses, called the Vigils. And it slowly devolves into a full on war of wills between Jerry and everybody else. It's really good. But what is this book really about? Is it really just about one kid not wanting to sell chocolates for a school? No, no. This is about the individual versus the power structure of society, about the power of saying no to the administration of society. There's a lot of themes in this book. For example, the power dynamics angle. Does the administration actually have the power to force Jerry to sell these boxes of candy? No, they don't. He can say no, but they can try to force him by constantly trying to shame him into selling them. And when that doesn't work, the administration starts to panic. It starts to become more and more violent to try and force Jerry into this. And the more Jerry says no to the administration, the more violent they become. Then there's the individualism versus conformity angle. Is it right for Jerry to not conform? Is it right for Jerry to be an individual when everybody else around you is conforming to what the administration wants? I think the answer is a resounding yes. The book is a little bit more realistic in its portrayal of the outcome of that, but I think it's quite clear that the book would rather you be an individual rather than just conforming to the society around you. But that leads us to the big thing. Consequences and of challenging that authority. There are consequences to this, and they are not good for Jerry. And this is where the ending comes into play. And I'm going to spoil the ending somewhat. I'm really hoping that you've read the book before you get to this point in the review, because this is an important thing to discuss. Jerry doesn't win. It ends up where the head of the Vigils challenges Jerry to a fight, to a boxing fight. Jerry is beaten to the point of being taken away in a hospital. We don't even know if Jerry survives this. And Jerry admits to his friend he wishes he had said yes. He wishes he had given in. And like I said, that's very, very realistic. And this is the reason why I've kind of hesitated to discuss this book in this day and age, because, well, we need more people to say no to the power structures rather than to give in. But at the same time, you kind of understand Jerry. I mean, he's being taken away, beaten, bloodied, possibly on the verge of death. I don't know what happens to him. I will say there's a sequel to this book. You can skip the sequel. I've read the sequel. It's not very good, in my opinion at least. Other people like it, but we're not going to even talk about that. But the consequences that Jerry suffers are horrendous. And it's important to realize that for most of the book, until roughly about the last page, Jerry remains strong in his refusal to follow conformity, refusal to accede to authority. And that's important. And it's only when Jerry decides to play the game that the Vigils have agreed to, that the administration has put the Vigils up to do, when Jerry fails. It's only when those emphasizing individuality over conformity play the game of authority that they fail. As long as they are remaining individuals and saying no to authority, they win. As soon as they stop doing that and agree to play by the rules that the authorities put in front of them, when Jerry loses. So I think that's kind of what the book is trying to say. Don't play by the authorities' game. Don't play by their rules. Anyway, is this book worth reading? Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. I mean, like I said, this book is banned. You probably won't find it in your school library. You probably won't find it in your public library, for that matter. Just go out and buy it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble or whatever, your used bookstore, whatever. Buy this book, read it. You will not be disappointed. It is well worth reading, and it's important to think about these issues, especially. I don't want to be political in this, but yes, it's got ramifications for what's going on right now. Anyway, that's my quick review of The Chocolate War. Please go out and read it. You will not be disappointed. You will love it. Trust me. And I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.